But DQ is my pal. He's my homie. DQ and I are like Tom and Jerry. There have been times when I have banged on his van and said, come out and shoot. We create timeless cinema because that is what our work is. And I wish that our work could speak for itself. And I know that our audiences are really smart.
No, they are very
And
smart.
that no amount of promotion and marketing that we do brings them into the theatre or makes them switch on a particular show.
For all film-related interviews, reviews and content, please like and subscribe to Puja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
What Taj boliye Jana? Anarkali, all your apprehensions have now been laid to rest.
Yeah. I spoke to you now before
I
the
know.
release. Yes. No tomatoes, no chappals. All is well, only flowers.
Only flowers, and it's done so well.
Yes, so happy, so relieved. Because honestly, while we were making the show, I didn't think of the frightening stuff.
Huh.
Otherwise, you can't work, right?
Yeah.
But while the promotions were happening, I was just like, oh, maar pitegi. Mujhe to bahut maar pitegi. But it's been good.
But you were fabulous. You know what they call you now? The Navarasa heroine. You didn't know this?
Yeah. In Tamil. Yeah.
They call you the Navarasa heroine. And the only person earlier who was called the Navarasa heroine was Wahida Rahman ji.
What?
Yeah. So
Really?
I think तो आपका थोड़ा वो तेलुगु connection भी आ गया वहाँ पर.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, because you know also the fact that you're dancers and you can predict, you can show those emotions. But the fact is, you're also artists and you've done those kind of roles across.
Thank you for saying that.
Why? Yeah.
Because everybody's like, you're only doing these dramatic crying roles. I'm like, but I'm not always crying.
No,
Thank you.
Either they bump you off or they make you cry.
That is true. But then in a lot of the Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and all is not like that, no?
Yeah.
So those are varied.
So depicting all emotions.
Yeah.
But you do realize your face is such that you get these royal, regal, touch me not, fragile. Do you sometimes feel that your looks have come in the way when you want to play the bad ass and, like the good, the bad and the ugly?
So I understand that can be a thing. Like it's tough to imagine me as a badass abusing cop, for sure. And I understand why. But I'm willing to work hard enough. But what I feel? When you do something where you're cast against your grain, then the makers have to have that much conviction in you. And what the reason that you are doing it and the reason you're playing against grain should make sense. It should not be just to prove a point. It should come together with the right intention. And when that happens, I will do it 100%. And trust me, even in these fragile parts, I think that whether it's the filmmakers, because a lot of the people that I've worked with have been really incredible filmmakers, whether it's the filmmakers or even today, like even with Taj, even me myself, like I will push to bring some layers in. Even with Anarkali, I remember Ron said, she's our tragic heroine and we can't see anybody else play her except for you. And they were very inspired by Sanjay sir and Mehrunisa. And I was like, yeah, but the way that you have written it, there can be another layer to her and we can, however fragile and beautiful and ethereal and tragic and whatever it is that you want to make her, that is her being. But what is her heart? It's very courageous. It's very hopeful. She dreams. She dances even when she's in prison because she dreams of love and freedom and hope and and I found that very gutsy about her, and I was like, it's so important to bring that in, however subtly you bring it in, but it does play,
Absolutely.
And so yeah, 100% you're right, because people do cast for the first casting is 100% for appearance, but then hopefully there's also casting for hard work, skill, talent. And sometimes that happens. Doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes.
So I was very happy to see you in Gili Pucci because I was like, here she's being pushed. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been cast in the role that she was. But do you now feel those kind of roles are coming your way?
For sure. 100%. I feel it actually changed with working with Manisa. Leela in herself, like she was a character that went like that, you know.
Huh.
And Sufiyum Sujatim or Samira from this thing, or Mishkin Sir's Psycho, Geely Pucci was totally something I didn't expect.
Yeah.
And even when Neeraj called me, I was like, you want to work with me? I was like, wow, thank you. I'm down to work with you. And he started laughing and he was saying, but of course you're playing a manic pixie dream girl. And I was like, what? You have a manic pixie dream girl? And he said, and then he used a very big word. He said, no, but I'm subverting it. I was like, chalo, this had to be there, na? Okay, chalo, done. So, but yeah, I think I am. And even with Jubilee, Vikram Motwani's Jubilee, it's really nothing I've done before.
Awesome.
And it's, I mean, I'm so grateful that he saw me in that part. And of course, it's an actress, but it's a very, the fragility is there for sure. I think somewhere all actors have that childlike fragility inside. Otherwise, how do you do what you do? But there is an exterior. There's whatever. Anyway, that it's going to release soon. So I think that was there. And I can't speak much about Hira Mandi, but working with Sanjay sir is also, people like Mani sir, Sanjay sir, I mean, they really, you know, it's like living a life with them.
Yeah, they depict their women, and also all women, whether they're courtesans or that Geely Pucci or an actor, like as Shah Rukh Khan says, actors are actually people who have multiple personality disorders. I think we all as human beings do, because there is what you show the world, what you are, and what you're perceived to be, you know. So, but
correct. Yeah, what you're perceived to be. Sorry.
No, this is what you're perceived. So the Aditi Rao Hydari, everyone perceives is this like fragile, touch me not. ऐसे एक कोने में रख दो, हाथ लगाओ कि टूट जाएगी. So I'm sure now with the kind of roles that you're getting and want to do is like you want to just break that mold and say, put me wherever.
For sure. Having said that, I also enjoy this because very few people get to play stuff like this. Because, you know, I can't remember who said this to me. I mean, I also don't want to say who said this to me, but a couple of people had said to me that you can't play innocent. You can't play fragile. You have to be it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to have the opportunity to be cast like that is lovely, and I am very grateful for it. And I would never want that to go away from me, you know, because somewhere it would mean that I have hardened or I have changed or whatever it is. So I love it, and I really keep it very close to me that I'm doing these kinds of parts, and a lot of these girls that I play are really beautiful inside out. Having said that, I agree with what you say, that it's also nice to, you know, shake yourself up, to allow somebody to shake you up and to go on that other journey where you explore another side of your personality. And you're so right, and Shahrukh sir is so right, that, you know, we actors are perceived a certain way because people see us in that way. But I mean, I suppose I don't hide who I am. I'm chill, I'm a goofball. But yes, the sensitive side to me is a very important side to me. And the mad side to me is also an important side to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I get that. And for somebody, see, I will not say demarcate between the industries. I think we are a film industry which has many industries because we have so many languages and states.
Absolutely.
But you have worked in those industries as many, you know, so the truly pan-Indian term applies to her. What do you feel now with RR getting that Oscar, putting India on that map? It's been a wait. For someone who's worked, where do you think they are getting right in terms of narratives that you feel that maybe up north we are not getting so? People down south say they may be more real and rooted in our folk culture and traditions, which is not so. So I just want to understand your perspective.
You know, again, I don't see it as a language thing. Some people are getting it right and some people are not. It's really, and then this is why I also like to work the way in which I work, and I'm lucky that I've been able to do it. It was a dream that I had. I didn't think it could happen. But and I've said this to you before, films are stories, and stories make you feel something. Like even as a child, when you listen to somebody telling you a story, you feel everything that story is like whatever is being narrated to you. And when you watch a film, you feel the same way, right? And whether it's in Korean or Spanish or Hindi or Tamil or Telugu, it's about us making a place in your heart.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's on the big screen or on the or on an OTT platform. And really, storytelling in film is about that, is visual storytelling and making you feel something. And I feel that people are getting it right. Certain artists are getting it right. Certain artists are able to, maybe it stems from intent.
Yeah.
So if my intention is from here, and from my intention is tell you a story that I really want to tell you, I guess I'll make it in a way that you feel it.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm disinterested in telling you a story because I want you to eat your food, you might see through that.
Yeah.
But if I really want to tell you a story and you are also eating your food at the same time, but my intention is to tell you a good story,
Yeah.
maybe you'll listen to me more. I don't know. I guess it's that, I don't know, I'm too inexperienced in this whole market and whatever to say what it is. But you know me enough to say that I literally function from my heart. Now, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I probably suffer for it, but I only know how to work that way.
Absolutely.
And I guess I also seek experiences like that, where the directors I work with, I mean, they are like that. They are so passionate about what they do. They won't eat, sleep. They'll constantly doubt themselves. They want the best out of you. And they challenge you, push you, but they also love you. And they also really nurture the team and you. And I can only understand working like that. And I guess those films, whether the Friday works or not, those films are timeless, always.
True.
So,
yeah.
So I don't see it as a language thing.
But it's great that it's put India there, and they used to mock us for being a
Oh yeah, I mean, for this, yes. I mean, I have to say that, again, it's the victory of the Rajamouli sir, Kiravani Garu, the lyricists, the people who made that song, the fact that they had so much conviction that they went that journey. It's not a joke.
Absolutely.
To go in there with it, it takes conviction and courage and love and passion for what you believe in, and they've made a country proud, and and also Elephant Whisperers.
Yeah.
Women, I have to add that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Women, again, conviction. I'm sad about all that breeds. But that also got rewarded in so many others.
We reached there at least.
And I think it's so cool. And it really stems from that, right? Conviction in the stories you want to tell.
Absolutely. They used to call us the land of song and dance. And guess what? We performed one of our songs.
Exactly.
Take that.
And the thing is to feel pride in that. Our song and dance is so much a part of our culture.
True.
It's so much a part of our expression. It's like taking song and dance away from Anarkali.
There's no Anarkali without song
exactly.
and
dance. I mean, that's a silly example. But yes, our country is, we don't do anything without song and dance. We are so loving, we are so generous, we are so gregarious, we are always like feeding people, dancing at the drop of a hat. We are that. So why do we shy away from it?
Absolutely.
We
so
should it's our strength.
No, I totally. And one should celebrate that. Which is the filmmaker who truly challenged you? Maniratnam or Sanjay Leela Bhansali?
Both.
Even
I can't. It's like, I can't. It's not possible. Sorry.
Okay.
It's really not possible. I love them both. Both very different. Both too legendary for me to speak about in like one sentence, whatever. Both I feel very blessed to work with. And both are people who really challenge you, want the best out of you and the team, and also really love and nurture you. I don't think a lot of people know that.
No, they do. I mean,
they are so full of passion.
They're hard taskmasters, both of them.
But I'm so grateful that they are that. It's because they want the best out of every single person. And honestly, a person who's the captain of a ship has to take an entire team along. So they have to want the best for everybody. And it's because they want that we also feel fueled to work, hard, and to listen and to absorb and to learn and to be humble also, and to be children on set. But trust me, the love that you get from Mani sir and Sanjay sir is, you can't even imagine how much.
It shows in
is.
their craft anyways.
Yeah.
So the better co-star, Karthi or Dulquer? Again, she'll say both.
Karthi is amazing. He's lovely. I mean, I was far newer than him when I worked with him, and so I couldn't like slap him on the back. But he's lovely. He's such a gentleman. But DQ is my pal. He's my homie.
Oh, okay.
So DQ and I are like Tom and Jerry.
The character.
There have been times when I have banged on his van and said, "Come out and shoot," and he's like grumpily drinking coffee. So DQ is my homie, and I'm very close to his wife, him. Yeah.
Okay. The character that you actually thought that was most difficult, you were like, I can't play this, other than Anarkali. Like, I can't play her. She's not me. I can't do it.
I've never felt like that. Okay. I have had butterflies in my stomach and felt like, "Aaj to mujhe dant pitegi." I don't know, please let's not go beyond 3 takes, please. Because the moment I hear a larger number, I'm just like, "Mereko kuch nahi aata." So there have been times when I feel like that, but honestly, the excitement to be on a set, with those people, with the director, to listen to them, to be directed by them, to get a little glint of happiness in their eyes, which I'm constantly looking for. I'm not looking at the monitor. I'll stand behind the monitor and I'll watch the director's face like this.
Wow. Okay, so lastly, as we wrap up, the one thing you want to see changed in the industry, and the one thing you feel Bollywood should learn from the South. South bilkul nahi promotion karta. Bilkul nahi. And we miss that.
So what the one thing that I want changed, there's not one thing I want changed, there's two. One is that I wish everything was more merit-based. And I wish that we were not setting up projects, and I wish that we were telling stories artistically with an artistic intent, and of course with a commercial intent. But I wish that we would do things for the right reasons, and I wish that we had courage and conviction in what we do. That's one. I hope that gender doesn't ever come into play. I hope it's about narratives and stories about people, and we don't make distinctions of gender. So many things, no? Third is promotion and marketing. I feel like we have a world of social media and influencers, and I think they are seen every day and they are constantly creating content. But I wish that as artists, we could have our own magical world where we conserve our energy for that very magical space that happens between cut and action, where we are completely present for our actors, for our directors, and we create timeless cinema, because that is what our work is. And I wish that our work could speak for itself, and that and I know that our audiences are really smart.
They're very
and
smart.
That no amount of promotion and marketing that we do brings them into the theater or makes them switch on a particular show. I think it's really just the excitement to see a story, and to see a story well told. And when that happens, then we get lucky to get the love from them, But first, we have to make a really good product for the people who love us so much. Absolutely. And they respond to that.
Totally.
How can I speak, how can I talk about myself, beyond a point? I can't praise myself. And I don't think that's right.
Totally.
They should praise us and what we do, the work.
And all the love and praise is coming your way.
Yes.
So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Very humbled, very grateful, really.
More power
and thank you for understanding this.
No, I've known you since your first film, man. I still remember, it's been a while. So no, I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah, where I hardly did promotion.
Thank you so much. More power to you.
Thank you.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.